how's everybody's night going? I gotta laugh. Alright, I'll be very, very honest, because I know there's nobody here right now. It's easy to confess to things when there's nobody watching. The past few days, I've been feeling like shit. I was worried I was getting sick again. I was very depressed, very sad, and I was just bumming out in general. Part of it being frustrations with not being able to listen to grow here, not being able to listen to grow on Instagram. A little bit of that, and frustrations from work as always. Nothing new there. And I had to laugh though because for like it's I give Amazon Music a lot of shit for being really terrible about their shuffles. Like they always seem to play the same shit every time in specific orders and stuff. And I was cracking up because this morning it was like, I swear to God, at least had to been at least 10 tracks were all various Hilary Hahn Bach tracks. Like it was like I was like, oh my God! It's like literally going like, here, cheer up, buddy. Everything's gonna be cool. Like, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Helped me very focus because as I've said, I've been working on a other heater. Been working on a musical piece again for hopefully putting into the background here or something, you know. Well, this is all thick, nasty. What else we need? We need let's see. No, burn umber. Burn umber. We need burn umber. But and I was pretty far along. I mentioned on here before what my plans are for this thing, which was basically I wanted to work on having something that was starting in B minor, jumps quick to E major, jumps into A major pretty quickly, then goes back to B minor, and then longer segments in each of those keys. And I was like about 3/4 of the way on the E major bit today. And I guess no, it's a little farther along that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I finished up the composition today, so quite thrilled with that. I really was thinking I wasn't going to get done anytime soon, and then so I'm like, boom, I was done. And let's just scoop that all up in there. All up in the grill. Well, the sunshine for everything, but bear wasn't my style. Voodoo lady. The Lucas paint. It was just it was very interesting, very funny to me today. It's like, here, you know, I know you're in a pissy mood, but get done the other stuff you gotta get done. There we go. Get a good clump of that. Ooh, there's the part. But, and now this is coming true, I said, man, I bet you it's going to fuck me over when it comes to the stream. Yeah, it's playing, it's basically playing everything I skipped today when I was listening earlier. Not that I skipped those, like I said, I literally did not touch it, it was just playing track after track after track after track. I was like, oh my God, it's so funny. Like, here, Brian, we know you're having a shitty day. That's nice, that bluish color. Start one. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, when did you sleep last night? Should probably start in the back, right? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. You realize I don't maybe. That's where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. Her husband was a hard-working man, just about a mile from here. His head was found in a dried well, but his body never was found. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. Anyways. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? Should hold my hands. Shine, I would shiver. Oh, not through. God damn, dude, I am fucking dropping everything there. No. Get your ass back over there. Sometimes I'm pissed that I don't have viewers. Other times I think it's probably a good thing. Play this one too much too. Well, I have a choice between the bat or the belt. Each time I hear about the hand you've been dealt, spare me confession, it's confession you sell. To be I'll fall behind, but I don't mind, cause I'll catch up. Want a song that's indelible like a man in my life. Hope you never see me wind up. Will I be happy on the back of the shelf? Will you be happy when we're sharing a cell? Spare me the question since you know me so well. Someday you'll realize that I can shout, I choke up. Want a song that's indelible like man in my life. Hope you never see me wind up. What is wrong with this animal? I'm terrible. I hope you never see me wind up. Farewell, my sweet paramania. Farewell, my sweet paramania. My only promise is that I'll never tell. Keep you at distance from the things that I felt. I'll bite the bullet, take the beating until I take it all back. Anyway, what was I supposed to say? Want a song that's indelible like man in my life. Hope you never see me wind up. What is wrong with this animal? I'm terrible. I hope you never see me wind up. I will never bother you. I will never promise to. I will never follow you. I will never bother you. Never say a word again. I will crawl away for good. And I will move away from here. You won't be afraid of fear. If thought was put into this, always knew it would come to this. Things have never been so swell. I have never failed to fail. Pain, pain, pain. You know you're right. You know you're right. I just want to come inside. I no longer have to hide. Let's talk about someone else. Staying south against the mouth. Nothing really bothers her. She just wants to love herself. I'm away from here. You won't be afraid of fear. And if thought was put into this, always knew it'd come to this. Things have never been so swell. I have never failed to fail. Pain, pain. Pain. You know you're right. You know you're right. You know you're right. You know you're right. probably wait until I get the satisfied with music coming out tonight. Damn it, I did it again. Right over the aglet. Okay, it's not a huge fucking deal. It's just like... wander day to day. I don't like you anyway. I don't need your shit today. You're pathetic in your own way. Nah, for you, better fucking go away. Nah, we'll be here, fucking go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. Fantasize, you are nuts all the time. Well, I don't mind if you go blind. You get what you get until you're through with mine. I feel for you. Better fucking go away. We'll be here. You better go away. I feel for you. Better fucking go away. Nah, we'll be here. You better go away. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Now go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best I ever did. Go away. I'm doing the best that I can. Go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. Go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Now go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Now go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. Now go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. Go away. Oh, Christmas music. I knew it was gonna fuck me though. I knew it. It's pretty bad to me. Those fingers in my head, that's like under the step that strips my conscience bare. It's witchcraft, and I've got no it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. a crazy witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo. Yeah, off. Look, it was still definitely a normal work day because I was screaming at my lungs, top of my lungs in my basement, but, you know, I fucking hate these people, yada yada yada. Such an ancient pitch, but one that I need to switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. This is the first day of my last days. Build it up, now take it apart, climbed up real high, now fall down real far. No, you say the last thing left, I just threw it away. God, my trust in you, now there's nothing more fucked up I could do. Wish there was something real, wish there was something true. Wish there was something real in this world full of you. I'm the one without a soul, I'm the one with this big fucking hole. No new tale to tell, 26 years on my way to hell. Gotta see a big time, hard line, bad luck, fist fuck! Don't think you're having all the fun, you know me, I hate everyone. Wish there was something real, wish there was something true. Wish there was something real in this world full of you. Wish there was something real, wish there was something true. Wish there was something real in this world full of you. Wish there was something real, wish there was something true. Wish there was something real in this world full of you. 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 It's such an ancient pitch. Yeah. Yeah. You know, don't get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, motherfucker. Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck what you heard. It's what you're hearing. It's what you're hearing. Listen. It's what you're hearing. Listen. It's what you're hearing. Listen. X gonna give it to you. Fuck waiting for you to get it on your own. X gonna deliver it to you. Knock, knock. Open up the door. It's real. With the non-stop pop of stainless steel. I'll go hard getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker wonder if he did it. Damn right. And I'll do it again. I am nice, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, that's break who is sending me. You motherfuckers want to know nothing but your life saved. Bitch, that's called a life debt, motherfucker. The niggas, they won't be the one getting up on his knees. Bitch, please. But you only can't got. So we got to stay out my way, motherfucker. Then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, go, let it go. X gonna give it to you, he gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you, he gonna give it to you. First we're gonna rock, then we're gonna roll, then we let it pop, go, let it go. X gonna give it to you, he gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you, he gonna give it. He never gave nothing to me, but every time I turn around, cats got their hands out wanting something from me. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Let's leave it at that, cause I ain't. So I face the world like the Earl in the bullpen. Me against me against you. Whatever, never. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh, real, back, get the streets open. I'm doing this for 19 years. Fight these tears. I put in the work, but it's all for the kids. But these cats done forgot what work is. They don't know who they be. They don't know who they see. Rock, then we're gonna roll, then we let it pop, go, let it go. He gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you, he gonna give it to you, X gonna. X gonna give it to you, he gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you. I know they got him down in the claves, love and they give it back. Took for much for too long. Don't give up, you're too strong. Welcome to the wild, wild honey. Shut up. And even it's about getting down for what you stand for, yo. It's gotta be more of a pure white there. Well, not pure white, but. Then we're gonna roll, then we let it pop, go, let it go. Starry nights, sunny days, I always thought that love should be that way. There comes a time that you're riddled with doubt, your blood all you can. Who's to say where we'll be tomorrow? My heart says no, but my mind says so. That we gotta love, isn't a love to stay. We gotta wham. Looking at you, I got it to say. I think a little emotion goes a long, long way. Then for now, don't get caught in your dreams. Look out, baby, this is not what it seems. Ooh, Baby, whooping the good. Ugh. Ugh. What the fuck happened there? A little better. Like, look at the color difference between that hand. What the fuck happened there? I'll try this again. That looks a lot more blue than it actually is in real life. Like, look at the. That's my real color. Like, alright, like that's the little pictures goes to my real one. I have no idea what the hell's happening here. I don't know, let me try this again. See if I can fix this. That just shifted too. Like that went like fucking sideways. Let's go with the filters again. Not the face mask plugin. Yeah, go the other way. Saturation, I need a huge shift to them. Need a hand. There's always something to touch. Oh no, can't be behind. I can't fall by. Nope. I'm just fucking this up more. I dropped down the saturation a little. That looks okay. Let's try that. That looks a little better. It's not 100%, but that's so weird. If you were looking at this and you thought you were making a judgment on my painting, you'd be like, "Oh, that painting is, he's painting blue sneakers." I'm not painting blue sneakers. But we need a little more. I need a lot of it. We're gonna fuck around with this for a while. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go and play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots. Yeah, the focus game. Running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so songs to be sung, bells to be rung, a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go and play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. Even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. Hey, little girl, comb your hair, fix your makeup. Soon he will open the door. This song might be the most sexist thing I've ever heard. Needn't try anymore. Wives should always be lovers too. So should the husbands under his arms the moment he comes home with you. I'm warning you. Day after day, there are girls at the office, and men will always be men. Don't send him off with your hair still in curlers. You may not see him again. Wives should always be lovers too. Run to his arms the moment he comes home to you. He's almost here. Hey, little girl, better wear something pretty, something to wear to go to the city. Dim all the lights, when your wine, stop the music. Time to get ready for love. It's time to get ready for love. Take your shoes off, baby. See, maybe that's what went wrong with my first marriage. Is, you know, if anybody knew me back then knew I had very long hair. And, you know, maybe I sent my ex out too many times when my hair still in curlers. Great tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For his heart you will find to be marrow of mine when you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh and your dreams fall apart at the seam. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. But it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart. For it's rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part, you'll have a head start. You are among the very young at heart. The one part I honestly have to disagree with this song is when he's like, you can laugh at your dreams when your dreams fall apart or something like that. Like, come on. Show me any child where they've had a thing where they're like, yeah, I want to do this thing, and then it doesn't happen. And show me them laughing at that. So mine fucking ball up into fucking little balls of tears, you know? Like, 5 to 105. Look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Yes, I'm lonely, wanna die. Yes, I'm lonely, wanna die. If I ain't dead already, wow. Girl, you know the reason why. Morning, wanna die. In the evening, wanna die. If I ain't dead already, whoa. Girl, you know the reason why. The mother was of the sky, my father was of the earth, but I am of the universe, and you know what it's worth. I'm lonely, wanna die. If I ain't dead already, oh. Girl, you know the reason why. Black girl picks my eyes, the wormy licks my bones. Feel so suicidal, just like Dylan's Mr. Jones. I'm lonely, wanna die. If I ain't dead already, whoa. Girl, you know the reason why. across my mind, moved it from the soul. Feel so suicidal, even hate my rock and roll die. Yeah, wanna die. If I ain't dead already. Girl, you know the reason why. Trucks always make like a very interesting challenge because they're fabric, like because they're a cloth shoe. It's like they have this, you know, they have a fluidity about them that makes it a bit difficult to grab it right, run away with it. Unnecessary sedation. You know you belong. Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to my breakdown. I hope I didn't scare you. That's just the way we are when we come down. We sweat and laugh and scream here, 'cause life is just a dream here. You know inside you feel right at home. Yeah. Welcome to my breakdown. Welcome to my nightmare. Yeah. I gotta focus. It doesn't. Alright, you know what? Let's try. Hold on. Make it any better. It's not showing the streaks at all. Like, it's funny. It's giving lots of good details on these little... Not at all. Okay, good. That's good. Good to know. Yeah, that's why nobody watches, because the fucking picture quality is crap. Picture quality's crap. The host is crap. I get it. Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong. Sweating, laughing, screaming. Life is just a dream. Yeah. Welcome to my nightmare. Aw, nice little message from Val. Now, Val, if you see this, if you're here or whatever, sometimes you tune in, I know. Just don't chat. That's okay. If you're here, it was my pleasure too. I did realize, I guess, I guess I got to send you via mail or something. Yeah, we were going to send you the, we were going to give you the movie with the Prince Ali. Aladdin. That's it. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. Anyway. Should I mess with our new phone? Who does? I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I see it. No fishes. No, where do fishes go? No, no fishes. No, Mr. Grinch either. Oh, chick stick it. I have to say, does anybody ever thinks I'm intolerable here, man? God, you guys should literally send notes to the Catholic Church or something, having my wife, canonized or whatever when she dies. Legitimately. If anybody's ever watched this channel on a semi-regular basis, I belch a lot and say chicks dig it. And then I often have told a lie that my wife and I met after me belching in a bar. Again, this is a lie. I tell it quite often. But I even tell it to the wife sometimes. Just to really screw with her. So, I'll belch and she'll be like, ew, that was disgusting. I was like, if you thought that was disgusting, why did you come over and talk to me after I belched at, the lagoon like that? And tell me it was the most amazing sound you heard. And she did. That didn't happen, And the kids, Daddy, why are you lying about that? And I'm like, I don't make the same mistake. And then for extra amusement on my part, I tell the kids that the wife must have lost her mind at some point and doesn't remember it. Knowing full damn well it was me that lost his mind for a little while. Because I can't get out! Come on, I can't. I cannot remember. Come on. Sitting in the waiting room. 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 Because I can't get out. I actually just had to look up lyrics to this one, so I'll actually sing it right now. To live my own grave and keep me level. Jam another dragon down the hole. Giving to the rhythm and the echo of a solitary silent portal pushes me alone and leaves me so desperate and like ravenous. Damn it. Alright, I won't sing it right this time. So weak and powerless over you. Someone feed the monkey while I dig in search of China white as Dracula as I approach the bottle. Desperate and ravenous, so weak and powerless over you. Some other day, devil has my ear to tail. Never hear a word you say. Promised I would find a little solace and some peace of mind, whatever, just as long as I don't feel so desperate and ravenous, so weak and powerless. Desperate and ravenous, so weak and powerless over you. Over you. Alright, I'm going to click pause on this real quick. Shit, nobody's here. I'm sorry about Damn, this actually could be done before fucking the end of Thursday. Couldn't it? Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the field the bodies burning, as the one machine keeps turning. Battle. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah. Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why should they go out to fight? They leave peril to the poor. Yeah. Time will tell them their power minds, waging war just for fun, treating people just like pawns in chess. Wait until the judgment day comes, yeah. Now in darkness, world stops turning. Ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On the knees, the war pigs crawling. Death and mercies for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah. Whew. Bum, bum, bum. Take this off here. One Jack, I know what you're thinking. There's not just bit you start drinking. Hey Scotty, yeah, what's it gonna be? Well, gin and tonic sounds mighty good to me. Man, I know I gotta go, it's the same thing every time. But I don't think another drink's gonna make me lose my mind. So I think about my next drink. And it's you and me, and the bottle makes three tonight. Well, I know this cat named Mo. He wanders to and fro, visits my favorite watering hole. I says, hey, Mo, how you doing? Where have you been? He says, I've been fine with my whiskey, wine, and gin. Man, I know I gotta go, it's the same thing every time. But I don't think another drink's gonna make me lose my mind. So I think about my next drink. And it's you and me, and the bottle makes three tonight. I'll tweak this a little bit, just because, again, Val's message make me think. And there's nobody here, and I'll just talk, and somebody shows up, They don't. No, because she's going through a rough time with, I don't get too much into her personal shit, but, she's going through a divorce right now, and that sucks. And, look, when I divorced my ex, when we got a divorce, it was long before we actually had any real property. We didn't have any property. We didn't have anything. We didn't have any money really. There was nothing to fight over regarding that. The only thing we had was Allie. And really it was bluntly put to me, I ought not to fight over that, or, I will be reamed out in court. That's the way it was kind of threatened, at least. Honestly, I was so young, stupid, naive. Yeah, whatever. Pick your fucking verbiage, or your adjectives. It's like I thought I had basically no rights. I mean, she was running the game, and that's how it was going to be, kind of thing. And it was not a pleasant experience in the least for a few years. But the one thing that I can relate to, especially with what's going on with Val in her life right now, is the whole feeling that you get from friends that are, look, the dirty part of divorce that no one ever wants to ever fucking kind of talk about is the fact that you gotta divide up your friends. I mean, as stupid as it sounds, just don't, and I mean, that's not up to you technically, that's not really your choice. It's just that, does that name sound familiar? I don't know who that is. Okay. It's not familiar, but I'm not familiar. I don't know. You have to, come to terms with the idea, that, there's going to be people that are going to pick sides, and it's not always going to be your side, and, it sucks. I mean, and I don't know, we talked a little bit, but I don't know how particularly, I know the way for me it felt especially because of specifics on who it was, it had so many lasting effects on, my band and specifically two guys in the band that I thought we would be the ones that would survive it all in the long run, we'd kind of gone through something similar to this already, and when Knucklehead and I had been dating, and you know, but I mean, really, in the end, I guess, hindsight 2020 is I would have seen that they would have not picked my side in the long run. In the end, I will say, I found comfort in the fact that they both kind of chose neither side. They just, you know, for a while they definitely were, and maybe not entirely by their choice. She may not have let them have much choice in it. I don't know. You know, they might have very well been Team Shannon. Whether or not that was, again, out of their decision making, or whether she was just going to latch onto them and not give them a fucking chance to move, I don't know. But I do know that once the opportunity really arose to kind of amscray out of both our lives, they took it. You know? And that helped a lot in handling my bitterness towards it. You know? I pushed them a little bit too. At one point, when we were going through the custody battle, I went after my one friend and was like, "Hey, listen, she's coming, and I need to know whether or not you're going to be something I can rely on. Whether or not, if I call you, like if I need you, will you come?" He's like, "Dude, I don't want to be in a part on either side of this." And he goes, "I won't go to her, and I'm not going to go to you." And I was like, "Dude, you did exactly what I needed. You know what I expected of you then." And I mean, it maybe sounded bitter when I did it, and sounded wrong. You know, I have a nasty habit of saying things in a way that people misinterpret. But it was like, no, this is literally what I was hoping out of you. Is if you're not coming with me and you're saying openly you're not going with her either, then that's a far better setup for me than any other. Because they put her, they put him on the stands, and he got crossed or whatever for any reason. It's like that shit would have been really bad, you know. And look, I made certain, like he had an engagement party. I didn't go to it because I was like, look, dude, she's coming, right? And he goes, yeah. I said, I can't be here. So we were going through stuff, and we can't be in that type of situation, and I don't want to ruin your party. Like, you be you, and I wish you all the luck, and and I hope you understood that was not me being an asshole or trying to keep this thing in the front line. It was like, hey, it's going to be in the front line if it gets there. This is the only way to prevent it. No, I didn't want to open the mail thing. Oh, fungal. Blues did not play there. Funny, the shoe seems to have collapsed a little bit since I first set this up. I think I know what did it too. I think it was my actually it was my son's birthday stream on Friday. When I gave him that, I had to run the wire the other direction, and then when I pulled it back in, I think I hit the shoes. Reference photo for this, by the way, if anybody wants to paint along, draw along, just see what I'm doing, see how crazy my color. And again, the color, for whatever reason, got really warped here. I don't know what's going on, why it's got this sudden hard blue tint in the camera. It's not that blue. It is a bluish tint, but it is not that blue. And it's in the camera. I don't know where. It's not in the Streamlabs. Anyways, but yeah, you can see how psychotic my color scheme is sometimes. Yeah. Cool. There goes that person. I don't know what I gotta do. You know, I'm just rolling. I'm gonna put this here. Why is it not? I gotta find a way to like lock that message on there or something. I get tired of these people drop in and it's vanished. Like, dude, if I'm boring you, to like talk to me. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to talk. I don't know. This is where I get frustrated. This is where, and I know it's me. It's just me. I don't know what. It's because I don't know what to do. I've been doing this now for about a year, and I don't know what to do to make it better. I mean, yeah, better equipment would be great. I don't have the money for it right now. I think I really gotta go through my following list though and find out, like, look through people, see if they follow me, if I'm following them, and if they're not, you know what? I had a bunch of follows that I think dropped me, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna drop you too. I despise, 'cause it means destruction of innocent lives. War means tears of thousands of mothers' eyes when their son go to fight and lose their lives. I said war! Good God, y'all. Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Whoa, 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 Lord. Absolutely nothing. Listen to me. It's a limit to all mankind. The thought of war. Dude, go for it. That's exactly what why I ended up doing it. I think I ended up having to buy two 24 by 36 canvases, and that's exactly why I did it. It was like, you know what? I got them here, and it was a lot to do with, I think, like, when I was going to school. Well, there were a couple things. All right, there were a couple things that led to that one. When I was going to school, there was a little like corner market like type store or whatever on my walk. If I walked above ground, if I didn't go through the concourse on a Broad Street, if I decided I wanted to avoid the smell of urine, that's fine. Yeah, and I would stop there and I would buy flowers or fruit or whatever I was going to do that, you know. And I didn't walk above ground like the day when I knew, like, I'm like, oh shit, I don't have anything to paint really. I thought, okay, maybe we'll start class. They were pretty loosey-goosey. If, like, you said you had to run out and get something for painting, they were like, cool, whatever. But as I got up to this class, there was a girl there who I had a bit of a crush on. I won't lie. But she was also an amazing painter. Like, it's one of those weird ones where it was like, did I have a crush on her or did I just love her work? I can't really say. I don't know anymore. But she was bawling her eyes out to my studio mate. And I was like, what's going on? Like, you know. And I won't go into details. But it was like, it was really heartbreaking. And so it was like, you know, the day before, she was like this perfectly sweet, you know, perfect flower kind of thing, you know, like, and now she's crying because something really bad happened. And so it was like that, kind of like that, you know, played into it as well. Keep in mind, keto, too, I was just sort of talking about it a little bit, because of stuff going on with my friend Val. When I was in college, I was married, divorced, with a kid before my junior year of college. So, like, I got married between freshman and sophomore year of college, and we were separated before sophomore year had even gotten to spring break. So, I had baggage, as like women like to say. So I by that point was like, yeah, I'm not really going to try for these chicks. So it's like I'd have crushes on girls. And it was like, yeah, you're over there. Probably because the one of them I had. Well, again, it's kind of funky. I can't even say it cleanly, but like I kind of had one of my friend Val. Oh no, what do you mean you out of music? There's fucking 500 some songs in here. You fuck. No, you just played that one earlier, you piece of shit. That's fucking shuffle. No, we did that one earlier. We did that one earlier. You're playing it all over again. Hold on. God damn it. Sorry. Reset. I had made jokes at the time that I was always on the lookout for the next future form of Mrs. Brian Coates. My buddy Doonan found it hilarious. But as I said, my friend Val, I kind of was confessed a little bit of a crush on her at one point. We kind of got weird for a little while. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I was certainly not. when it came to like with my friend Val, it was kind of like one of these things. Like I had to say it to get rid of it, and I hoped it, and it did eventually. We cleared it up. Like I was like, look, this is not like. I know this would not be a very good idea. Like, but I gotta say it because otherwise it'll sit there and gnaw, and that's the worst thing. I had to have it with another friend too. I was like, look, this is stupid, and I don't want to do this, but I have to do it because I gotta fucking get it off my goddamn chest. So if I don't get it off my chest, then I'll sit here and it'll gnaw and gnaw and gnaw, and then we'll be all fucked up. And then it'll be, you know, it'll go to borderline obsession, and that's like the bad place, you know. Believe me, my brother, I'm totally in line with this social awkwardness. Fuck, I can't go to the gym if there's like, you know, too many people there. Admittedly, I haven't gone in 2 years, but my wife laughed at me one night when I drove out to the gym. And it's not that close, it's not that far either. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, you go out, that you make that run, you should do it. Alright, you get that far out, yeah. But I went to it, and then I literally noped in the parking lot. I saw how full the parking lot was. I turned right around. My wife's sitting there, she goes, what happened? And I was like, there were people there. And she's like, aren't there always? Yeah, but there were a lot this time. And she was like, okay. Like, I was like, I don't like them. And it is best to, if you are not in the good spot, don't fucking do it. Like, you know. I wasn't, I mean, you know. Come on, I can find a bunch of shit now. There we go. I wasn't, but I had gotten to a point where I was definitely in an unhealthy overweightness, and I was like, I need to shed. I'd probably getting to that point again. I've been able to keep at least a little tone. But I don't have the room for like a home gym now, so but I also know like when I was going regularly, it was primarily because I knew we were also we were going down to Florida for a family vacation for Disney and all that, and I was like, dude, I don't want to be like large and in charge in the you know, and I would also like to make sure I have the stamina to actually do Disney, you know. So I went down and I did all that, and the gym's a funny place. I'll be honest. Like, it cracked me up. Like, I had to. There was one dude that I saw, like, that he went in there, and I don't know how long before or after he, you know, okay, obviously he didn't start after me, but it was like the first night I was there. I see this dude. He's a big dude. He was a big dude. And he got on one of those reclining bikes, you know, like the ones you kind of sit back and just do that. And I mean, dude's gut was to his knees. And I was like, holy shit, man. Like, that dude's big. I'm like, he needs to be here, kind of thing. But then I kept, like, I'm going through my routine, and I was there for about an hour that night. My man had gotten in there about 2 minutes after I got in there, and he had been on that bike, and he had not moved. Like, he moved, but he had not gone off that bike. And I left, and he was still on it. And I was like, that's impressive. And I'd notice him almost every time I'd go in there. And he'd be on there, and I got to a point where my workouts were 2 hours. Where it was like an hour of weights, and then, you know, a little break, then 45 minutes on the treadmill. And he'd be on there the whole time. And he lost a fuck ton of weight. He lost a fuck ton. And I was amazed. I was like, I used to use him as kind of like my motivation. Like, he can do it, I can do it, you know, kind of thing. It's like, he's been on there, he's been pushing, and he's been going. But then, like, actually, it was the same bike that he always used to use. One day I went during the day, it was a Halloween, because I always take off on Halloween. And, this chick was in there, she took the same bike, and she's on there, and I'm not kidding you, she's crying loudly. Well, this is Planet Fitness. They're supposed to have the lunk alarm and shit, you know, right? And she's on there. Oh, my bed! Oh, this hurts so much! My legs! And I'm like, look, you don't, like, go away. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, I don't want to be... You're either doing this to do something good for yourself, or you're not. Like, don't bitch about it, you know? And I'm telling you, 30 minutes of... And I keep these things in, and I had them on full blast, and I still heard her screaming. And I'm like, dude, how did they not, like, you know, hey, you know, you're disrupting literally everyone. But meanwhile, one time I was doing, like, the little, like, tricep presses or whatever, and I put on a little more weight than I probably should have. And I was already near, like, the end of my push or whatever for the night. And my arms just literally, the last push down, and my arms gave out. So the whole thing went, thunk! And I got the lunk alarm called on me. They literally, beep! Oh yeah, yeah. That'll always do you. It was just, like I said, she was just outrageous, and it was just so funny to me. And there was another dude. I'll be honest, I almost got in a fight with this guy, because he decided to pull some weird shit. On the day I found out that my cousin had committed suicide a couple years ago. And so I was trying to really just, like, put everything else out of my head. You know, I just wanted to work out so I could not think about what was going on. And this dude, like, he was on the whatever the hell that is, you know, whatever that is. And it was like, I saw him over there a little bit. And one thing this guy seems to do a lot, he'd go over to the bench press areas, he'd load up, like, I mean, he'd put like 250 pounds on the bar, and then not lift it. He'd leave it there. And he'd go around and do all this other stuff. He had all this, like, tons of bags and, like, books or whatever. Right. Anyway, he's doing the fly thing, and he's over there for a while. And I'm doing all this other shit in the meantime. But I'm trying to get there because I'm like, I do that, that's my end of my night. He gets done, he walks over to the other end of the fucking room. I mean, literally the other end of the fucking room. And I'm like, cool, he's done. I went over, sprayed it down, started doing my thing, and I'm not 3 reps in. Taps me on the shoulder. Hey, I wasn't done there. You got up, walked over there, I had enough time to clean it, reversed everything, because I had, like, and you're telling me you weren't done? Like, I was like, fucking whatever. Like, I was ready to punch the dude dead in the face. I'm like, but that probably would have gotten me the lunk alarm. And probably, you know, jail sentence. it's funny because he became an instant nope. If I saw him in the gym, just poof, right around. I don't know what he was doing. I seriously do not know what he would. I guess it was like a way to claim the area, knowing nobody's going to, none of the normal schlubs at least. There's some of the big meatheads that go in there. But he would just like I said, load it up. And then because Fates like to kick my ass a lot, he came into the Phillies one day, into my section, and he was in the special needs seating with his girlfriend or whatever. And the special needs seating, it's special needs, but you can buy tickets there if you know how to order them. So a lot of people do that because they like it's all the way up to the back of the, it's undercover, and that's pretty much what he had done. And but it also requires us to open up the thing so they can get in and out. So he's in my section, and I'm working, and I'm like, oh, you piece of shit. I don't even want to help you. But the last thing I would need would be them sending a message to my boss or something. What's new? What's going on? This wasn't the nail thing, right? That was just something else, right? Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. And it's due tomorrow? I mean, if your teacher's aware of that, would they be able to, hey, I get it. Is there any way to get an extension? Oh, that could, that would work. Just make sure your neighbors aren't too nosy and think you're growing controlled substances. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. That would be a thing. I hope this light works for you. How long would it normally take? Oh, Oh my god, that sucks. Shit, that's like brutal, man. Well, you were gaming earlier. I saw that right before I went on. Don't dick around here too much then. I mean, if you can do it while you're talking, that's cool. Don't like... That's the father in me coming out, by the way. Admittedly, I'm not very good at that, though. The whole parenting thing. Oh, man. So you had to do it there. So you have to get it done tomorrow while they're, like, shit. Dab on there. Pull that back a little. Now, like fluorescent bulbs or anything won't fuck that up, right? Because those are like notoriously bad for like ruining. Oh yeah, dude, yeah. Look, I mean, again, not to use this as like, not to say I'd ever be a good example for anything like this, but like, I flat had to quit a place because I had to do a project, and it's like I can't get. It's go to work or quit. Like I have no choice. Like go to work and not do the thing I had to get done, or quit and get it done. And I was trying to save a presidential scholarship to the University of Art, so like it was $4,500 a year I needed to save. Like that's kind of important. Oh, okay, so this is a lot like screen printing. We would like when I did it with that a little bit. We'd use like photo, like voltaic, or whatever. I don't know if that's the right word, but like photoreactive type material. So if you wanted to do like a, put a photo or whatever into your screen print. Like we used to have to like literally expose it, in like the dark, and had a big ass table that would do all that stuff. Okay. This is all crazy shit I have like no experience with. I know how to mess with paints and oils. I know all the old shit. Let's put it that way. It's been around for centuries. I can help you with that, but otherwise. Now, what is like actually on like the piece of? Like, is it like a drawing? You said it's in a typing. Is it like actually like font stuff or? Like I said, it's like no idea. You kids and your newfangled contraptions. Oh my god. Now, was this one okay? Like, so like you got to choose this, right? Like, in other words, or did they tell you like you're going to do this in this thing, or was it like you said you got to, I want to try this and play with this thing? Because that's always where I always found myself like I'm going to do this thing and that's when everything would go wrong. Like I got a great plan for this thing, and then everything fell apart in front of it. Like the way of the beast, you know. Yeah, let's see what's the Thalo too. Oh, that's great. I guess I could see like this. This seems to be like one of those classes that, like, you know, you're given that much freedom. I guess that's why they're such a hard ass on, like, you know. I guess that kind of makes sense. Serves as a good purpose of like, you know, look, you know, okay. Yeah, but it seems like it would serve a good point of like, look, when you if you're going out and you're going to be doing art on your own, like, you're not going to have safety nets. So if someone telling you this is what has to be done, you have to do it in this way and whatever, like I said, makes sense. But to be still, I guess, a class kind of thing, they're going to be like, well, you got your deadlines, and this is when we're going to give it to you. Especially if you do any freelancing, that's going to be, like... See, I always had myself having to go the other way when I was in school, when I was in high school. I think I mentioned this before, I may not have, I don't know. When I started high school, now, since I was in elementary school, I was part of this, I don't even know if it exists anymore in our schools, but it was called LEP, it was Learning Enrichment Program. It was meant for, advanced students, we'll put it that way. And so I'd been in the program since I was 7 years old. And when I got into high school, it was like, okay, you are required, if you're part of that, to be here. You have to take these classes, and it's always in this period, every year, no matter what, blah, 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 blah. And between that and the requirements for language, my electives, i.e. when I would be able to take an art class, were eaten up every year. So finally I was like, dude, am I able just to drop out of the LEP thing? And they're like, well, yeah, you're old enough now. You can make your choice. I was like, oh, cool, I'm out. And they were like, you sure you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I need to take art classes before I go to art school. It's kind of important. And they were like, yeah. But anyway, so I didn't take Art 1 until my junior year of high school. And they were like, and they were very inflexible at the time about stuff like that. So I had to manipulate things a little bit to get to Art 3. And the teacher, who actually ended up becoming quite a good friend of mine later, and actually did start to like me even as an artist. We butted heads a few times right when we started, because my buddy Drew was in the, I was in commercial art 1. 2. I took a commercial art 1 in senior year and art 3 and this teacher did not think I belonged in either of them. First, she didn't know anything about me. And my buddy Drew was in he was commercial art 3. That was it. It was only him that had made it through the program that far. And we were assigned to do an alphabet, to design our own kind of fonty thing. And he was doing some sort of illustration thing. I can't remember exactly what this was, but I was like, dude, I looked at her, I was like, I want to do what he's doing. She's like, no, he's commercial art 3. He can do, but I want to do what he's doing. And she's like, no, you can't do that. You're son. So I manipulated it, and so I ended up drawing. I think it was like he had to do some sort of school scene or something. I don't remember. But I ended up manipulating it so I had my a cartoon version of my niece, who was 4 at the time, singing the alphabet in a screechy, broken letter. So it's like, I did your project, but I did my project too. Yeah, that's basically the same thing. Like, my art 1 teacher was like, any art. Literally signed off on whatever I wanted to sign up for. But the, again, this teacher who didn't know me, rejected me to art 4. She only let me do it to art 3. She's like, I don't know who she's like, I have no means of checking your skill. I'm like, okay. Well, we'll see when we get there, I guess. And, eventually they were, like I said, she and I got along very well. She actually bought one of my paintings many years later. Okay. Wait, like one person's doing bones? I'm just getting that one. What do you mean they're doing bones? They carving bones, or are they just like sculpting stuff with bones?
Like, what if I got a big cock? And I was pumped. I got shit from the thrift shop. It's, the fringe is so damn frosty that people are like, damn, that's a cool ass honky. And deep headed to the mezzanine.
Oh, okay. Probably not real ones, though, right? You can't get those anymore. Pain in the ass to get. Really? Wow. They're hard to get. They're very hard to get anymore. Like, there's like, so I forget what the rules are. There's like an import rule that was like installed in like the 70s, I think. So for the most part, unless the school had them ahead of time, like we had do I still have it somewhere around here? No, it's at my parents' house. That's right. It's up in my parents' like basement window for some reason. 3D design my freshman year of college. We had to sculpt a skull from a legitimate, like, this is a once a living person, and the project was literally this skull should teacher should be able to take the little, you know, I think it's called a compass, but like the claw, like, and measure everything, you know, on point, has to match, you know, it should be one for one. This sculpture should be, you know, this person's skull. And that's what I was told. Like, yeah, they used to import them all the time from India, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. And she's like, yeah, we can't do that anymore. We're like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, these ones, if they break, she goes, we don't get replacements anymore. So. Oh, okay, animal ones. Okay. You know what? I swear to God, I was this close. This fucking close one time. To, there was some deer bones on my ride in from work one day, and I noticed them, and I was like, there was some stuff still on it, you know? There was still stuff there, and I'm like, how much would it take to get rid of this? And, I had a buddy of mine that, like, he's a hunter. I'm like, how do I get rid of this stuff? And he's like, yeah, you'll need this, that, and the other thing. It's like, I'm like, yeah, that's like $600 for like the, like, this shows my camera's like tilted that way. Like, for like literally soaking off all the brain matter and stuff. I just wanted the skull, man. I just wanted that damn skull. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, God damn it. And then by the time I was like, oh, there's alternate means of, like, you know, like literally burying it so that like bugs will eat all the shit out of it, and then you can just take the, you know, the skull. By the time I found out all those other methods of doing it, they had cleaned the skull off of the road. Like, it wasn't even on the road, it was like on a patch of grass. Like, yeah, that's basically what it was. Like, yeah, I guess. And I have ants near my house. That would have been very easy once I had found that one. I was like, God damn it. I mean, there were, you know, hey, you might want to check with local law about, you know. I'm like, man. My area around here is almost borderline, you know, Mad Max, like, you know. We're supposed to have, like, parking rules and shit. Nobody listens to them, so. Can't imagine they'd be pissed off about a deer skull. Again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar and salt. And some people claim that they're the one to blame. Well, that's not a bad idea. It's been so long since I worked from a real skull. That's one of the things I was like, oh, I'd love to do it again. Of any nature.
Got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Some people claim that they're the one to blame.
I don't know what kind of condition it would have been in. I thought about digging up, like, we had a goldfish that grew to an unusually large size. He was like 4 years old, almost 5 when he died. About 13 inches long. And we can't flush that because it's a little big. And so we buried him in the side yard over here, like out there. I thought about digging it up not long after we put him in there. My kids have never forgiven me. And certainly not after. We buried him, and like, let's see, when did he die? He died in like June or July. So we had a bunch of friends over when he had died. Like, they happened to walk by, like, your fish is dead. We're like, what? Oh, yeah, he is. So you would have taken French, but you didn't take French. You ended up taking Spanish and ended up failing that. Am I understanding that one? See, that whole thing's kind of weird. Like I get it. Like, Spanish is one of the most spoken languages in the world, and I get it. That's totally understandable. But the fact of the matter is if you can learn any of the Romantic languages, primarily. It's easiest between like Italian, French, and Spanish. You'll be pretty well set to figure out the other ones. There's little, differences, but for the most part, they follow very similar conjugations and stuff. You just got to figure it, like, So it'd be silly not to take the one you want. Yeah.
It's me because you can't do that.
The only one I would say is an exception. It's still considered a Latin Romantic language. Is German. Because German doesn't sound like anything else. Spanish was another one I had to drop. Like I took Spanish 2, but again, just trying to get all those art classes in, I had to drop that. And my Spanish teacher was like severely disappointed. First off, he had my sister and my brother before me, and my sister was a great Spanish student. My brother, not so much. So when I go in the first day, he looks at my name, and he goes, "Abrigos?" Coats. He thought he was funny. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, "Sherry and David?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Which one are you like?" And I was like, "I'm my own animal, man." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Shit," But I spoke Spanish very well for a while. But again, like, I don't have any use for it. It's considered it. It is considered one of the Latin Romantic languages. But it's closer to Slavic than it is Romantic. Like, that's why it gets so fucked up. It's like you got those... You could track back into, you know, certain words and find, oh yeah, this has a, you know, a root that definitely matches with, you know, something from, you know, Latin or whatever, but it's like, but it just veered off somewhere and what the fucking hell. There's nothing romantic about German. That's for damn sure. But it is considered that, believe it or not. It's just like I said. It's like they're bastard cousins.
How do you do on? See you met my faithful handyman. It's just a little ball dame, cause when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man. Light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite. Let me show you right. Maybe sign. You both look like you're both pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual, it's not too abysmal, we could take in an old Steve Reeves movie. I'm glad we caught you at home. Go back to the car. We don't want to be any worry. Well, you got caught with a flat. Well, how about that? Oh, babies, don't you panic. By the light of the night, it'll all seem alright. I'll get you a satanic mechanic. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Stay for the night.
Yeah, I know. I had the same problem all the time. I had a world cultures project where we had to do a thing on Egypt. And I had 4 poster boards. There's 4, maybe it's 6. I think it was just 4. But it was the Sphinx over all 4. And trying to line that up and do all that shit, and it was... We got to the project, though, and the teacher's like, so what did you do in this? I was like, I did that. And they're like, well, how long did that take? I was like, yeah, everyone else did all this other stuff. I was like, yeah, that took like 60 hours. And they're like, what? I'm like, that took about 60 hours. I had to go and buy like 7 sets of markers and shit, because I kept running out, because they were so, like, you know... Oh, well, okay, I guess you get the pass too. Like, thanks, asshole.
16 men on a dead man's chest, and I shot those suckers and I shoot the rest. And I'm rhyming and stealing.
The one place that did always serve me, though, was senior year I was able to take a class called Publications, which was really just the school newspaper. And being an artist, you know, they would give me my, you know, assignment or whatever once they actually had articles planned or whatever for that month's newspaper. But it wasn't due until, you know, whatever the deadline was for that month or whatever. So I'd fuck around in class all day. And then, like, the night before it was due, I'd just, real quick, pencil and ink something real quick, throw it out there, and boom, done. My buddy Drew and I would regularly sneak into the teacher's lounge and get sodas, because we wouldn't have any soda machines that were on during the day, other than the teacher's lounge. And then we'd go hang out. There was a teacher next to us who had a free period that time. We'd go hang out in her class. So, we had a... What's funny is we had one... Well, actually we had like a streak of like 3 or 4 days where we'd open up the teacher's lounge. And this is the end of the day. It's literally last period. We'd open up the door. There's the fucking hall monitor. And there's like a, you know... Like, you know, principal or that. Is Mr. Anderson here? What? We were told to go look for Mr. Anderson. We were looking for him in the newspaper. He wasn't there. Well, he should be down there. I will check again. Sorry. We thought he'd be up here for a drink or something. And we went back one time. We were bitching a couple like to the teacher who was next door. We were like, damn it, man. We really wanted a soda. About 20 minutes later, we see her go by, and she just looks at us with... She had like, you know, one of those like lady, you know, think about like every like 80s movie, you know, coat, whatever, you know, like the women would wear, and she like that, and there's a little fucking cherry Coke there. Badass. This was a teacher I never had in my class. She never taught us. I never had one class with her, but she adored us to the point that she was like, "They want sodas. I'm gonna get them a soda." That was pretty fat. That was nice. She was cool. And there are so few that don't seem to understand like how important something like that can be. You know? Oh, Janice.
First kind of time. It's handing light. It's a song that drives me. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing made free. Feeling good was easy when he sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me, my Bobby McGee. save my soul. Live away. I will find it. Around this body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to do.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to be cutting soon, so. It's 10:30.
Feeling good was good enough for me.
Nice to quit after Janice.
Good enough for me, my Bobby McGee. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 McGee. I love my Bobby McGee. La 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 la.
Alright, man. Yeah, you have a good night. Make sure you get some rest for whatever, because that sounds like you're going to have a pain in the ass tomorrow, so. Best not to, like, let the, you know, a bad night's sleep screw it up more, you know? Get some rest. As someone who usually ends up in a bad mood all day because I don't sleep enough. Alright, yeah, and let's see. Janice is ending, so as soon as she's done, we'll call it a night. I was really hoping to get, like, a couple extra viewers tonight, because I wanted to play that song, but I'm not doing it for 3. Because 2 of them are me. So, we'll call it a night. Back at it tomorrow night. As I said, this thing could be... I think Sunday's still valid. I think Sunday's a valid night. I'll say that. I don't want to make promises about tomorrow if I can't keep them, so... Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Where's that thingy? That's what... right there.